Marie Kondo hate. So just when you think the world couldn't be any more stupid, couldn't be any more idiotic, you stumbled upon this subsection on the internet. So if you don't know, there's a show on Netflix called Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. So Tidying Up with Marie Kondo is about this Japanese lady named Marie Kondo, and what it is, it's a reality show where she goes into people's homes and she teaches them how to tidy up. In an episode, she would go into someone's house, she would teach them how to fold clothes, she would teach them how to organize things, she would teach them where to put stuff, and by the end of the episode, this once disgusting hoarder's house becomes like a clean utopia where there's no trash, there's no like messes anywhere, and it's just like it's such a wholesome, innocent, sweet show. Like, you really gotta watch it. The show is basically like Kitchen Nightmares, but instead of a kitchen, it's someone's house, and instead of Gordon Ramsay yelling at people, you have this sweet Japanese lady just being really sweet, really understanding, really non-judgmental, who just wants to tidy up her house. Like, seriously, it's such a sweet show. In the episodes, before she even starts cleaning, she like bows down and does some sort of a prayer to like greet and bless the house before she even like starts to mess around with the energy or something. Like, dude, she doesn't even want to upset the house itself. Like, how innocent can you be as a human being? I mean, just look at her, dude. She's just such a innocent lady, dude. All she wants to do is to help you clean your house. Like, it's the most innocent show there is out there, and yet some people online have somehow found something to be upset with. So you might be thinking, how on earth can anyone even think to say something bad about this lady whose sole joy in life is to help you clean your house? With the way these people online are talking about her, you might think that she said something about black people, about Muslims, about Latinos, about building the wall or something, dude. Let me tell you. She said the absolute worst thing she could ever say, dude. This is what it is. Drum roll, please. Boom, that's it. Keep less than 30 books, dude. That's enough to set the world on fire, dude. Let me tell you, in a world where Donald Trump is president, in a world where Saudi Arabia is doing some Saudi Arabia bullshit, in a world where Chris Brown is still rich and famous, this is what you're upset about. This sweet Japanese lady whose life's purpose is to tidy up your mess, dude. This is enough to set the world on fire. The whole Marie Kondo hate really started by this author named Anakana Schofield, and on Twitter she says, "Do not listen to Marie Kondo or Konmari," which is her cleaning method, "in relation to books. Fill your apartment and world with them. I don't give a shite if you throw out your knickers and Tupperware, but the woman is very misguided about books. Every human needs a very extensive library, not clean, boring shelves." It's really upsetting to me that it's been retweeted 4,004 times and it's been liked 22k times. Like, this is what the world has come to, dude. The world temperature is rising, dude. Kids in Australia aren't going to school because they're protesting Australia's climate laws. But this is what America is paying attention to. Thank you for all your incredible response to my uprising against the Konmari. The notion that books should spark joy is a ludicrous one. I've said it 100 times. Literature does not exist only to comfort and placate us. Or placate, I don't know. It should disturb plus perturb us. Life is disturbing. You're reaching so far, dude. Like, oh my god. Like, these kinds of people. Obviously, she got some pushback from that tweet. These are my screenshots. I just found them online. I wanted to investigate further into this whole uprising thing, so I went on her Twitter, but her Twitter is privated, and I don't know if her Twitter was set to private after the backlash or not, or it was always private, but I'd like to think that she just received so much backlash that she was forced to put on private and block everyone, which is like hiding in your turtle shell, but whatever. She says, "Anyone tempted to at me to chill out on 40 books? I am 47 years old." Like, dude, okay. What does your age have to do with this? You're trying to lead an uprising against Marie Kondo. But when people are commenting or when people are pushing back and when people are saying, "Dude, actually that's not what she said at all." So he's like, "I'm 47 years old, guys. I'm dying. Do not talk to me at all." Like, dude, this is my Twitter feed. You have yours, get a grip plus use it. Also read my books plus phone your mother. Everyone else, I love you. Like, dude, when you're getting pushed back, when you're getting criticism about a claim that you make, especially one is wild and one is like outlandish at this, don't just try to like deflect all this criticism away. Like, it just shows how small-minded and arrogant you are. Like, they just take it. Just take it and learn from it. But this guy, this lady is just, I am 47 years old, guys. Do not attack me. I will trip over in my wheelchair and die. I am a fragile human being. Do not talk to me like this. Like, you were trying to lead an uprising, like just a second ago, and this is your response. Like, imagine if Martin Luther King was like, all right, everybody chill out. I'm 47 years old. Do not comment on my uprising, all right? I'm a fragile human being. Please do not say anything about me. Like, dude, come on. Show a little integrity, dude. Unprivate your Twitter. Like, how fragile can you be? You're 47 years old, and you care about 12-year-olds online tweeting at you, trying to correct you for your very misguided beliefs. Anyway, I really went off script for that one. The whole 30 books quote thing isn't even a direct quote. This Twitter user actually found in Marie Kondo's book, what she actually says is, I now keep my collection of books down to 30 volumes. She never enforces that rule on anyone else. It's not like 30 books is a strict limit or anything. She's just sharing her own personal system that she uses at home. And yet these people online somehow take it as a personal attack because that's how fragile their egos are. And there's these people on Facebook who share inspirational quotes or motivational quotes about reading books, about, oh, I have millions of books, I get lost in books, books are my video games, books are this, books are that, books are my life, dude. There's nothing more interesting about me than the fact that I read books. Dude, if you go on a Tinder date with me, we go to a fancy nice restaurant, you order your meal, I order mine. Oh, what is this? This comes my book, dude, because all I want to talk about is my damn books, dude. And you're attaching your very fragile self-esteem, your very fragile ego onto something that 90% of the world is doing, dude. Like, I'm not saying it's not cool to read books or it's not cool to like be proud that you read books, but you have to be so annoying about it. And it's not even just about books. Like, you can take the same mentality about video games or sports or cooking or whatever, dude. Like, these are things that everyone does. Like, dude, if you're into calligraphy or if you're into like skydiving or something cool like that, and yeah, post that. Like, that's interesting. Like, reading books, dude. Is that the only thing interesting about you? Like, jeez. It's just so baffling to me that this is what the world's come to. World's temperature rising, Donald Trump doing some Russia bullshit, and Marie Kondo, dude. There it is. That's the trifecta, dude. That's the trinity. That is the epitome of world politics right now. I found this tweet by Robin James. She's saying objects we own should spark joy in us is just rephrasing the way patriarchy obliges women, who historically are own household objects, to manage men's emotions. And really what the does it spark joy question asks, does it contribute to the unpaid reproductive labor of the household? Like, talk about reaching, talk about making a mountain out of a molehill, dude. Like, I just don't even know what to say. Like, you're saying as if all men, like, they shit on the floor and their female counterparts have to clean it up. And if you want to get angry about something, that's fine, dude. But why are you wasting your energy? There's so many better things that you could be spending your energy towards. This is what your life's pride is about, dude. Like, come on. This tweet by someone named Kim Bongiorno says, Marie Kondo, ideally you should have less than 30 books. My people, per bookcase shelf, per pile next to our beds, per TBR list, per trip to the bookstore. Like, dude, and I get this isn't like a hateful tweet or anything, but it just shows like how cringy like this whole subculture of book readers are. So the whole takeaway, the whole point I'm trying to make here is summarized very accurately by Dylan Matthews, who works for Vox, who says the current Marie Kondo outrage cycle is a good reminder that 60% of book ownership is pure social signaling. And that's my whole point too, like, people who post like, oh, I read books, the books are life. Like, dude, you don't even read. Like, come on, like, what did you read? Harry Potter, Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Like, dude, it's social signaling. That's all it is. You're just trying to fit in. He says, Kondo, maybe you should give away some of these clothes you don't wear. Viewer, that seems very reasonable. Kondo, maybe you should give away some of these books you'll never read. Viewers, this is literally Fahrenheit 451, dude. It's time for an uprising. Anyway, if you really want to get into it, there's a whole like history of Marie Kondo hate. I'll put a bunch of my sources in the description if you really want to get into it. I don't suggest you do. I mean, read the articles, give them their bandwidth, but like this whole cycle of hate is just gonna make you depressed, dude. Let me just tell you. But anyway, let's look at some memes. So we're starting off 2019 with the Sasuke choking meme. Sasuke Uchiha brings me no joy. When I first saw the Sasuke memes, like they were really funny, but after like literally after the second or third one, I'm like, yeah, this isn't funny anymore. You should stop. Clean your room, Marie Kondo holding up a gun to your face, dude. Clean your room. I just think that's how book lovers see Marie Kondo. Marie Kondo is holding me at knife point and demanding that I throw out my husband's ashes. Like, I mean, that's understandable. If it doesn't bring you joy, just throw it out. Like, come on. Marie Kondo, does this item spark joy? Me? No. Does this spark joy? No, it doesn't. 3 hours later in an empty house. Oh wait, I have depression. This is just too real. Marie Kondo, hold this book and see if it sparks joy. Wow, it does. Marie Kondo removes a fake book jacket. That book was Mein Kampf. Damn, dude, that's some straight up Chris Hansen shit. This meme is just... What is this? When Marie Kondo shows up to my house, damn bitch, you live like this? And then the girlfriend from a Goofy movie shows up, like... There's so many posts about the damn dog, dude, like... She's such a gateway drug for furries. Sam Sykes says, I can't believe Marie Kondo said to destroy all books, then broke into people's houses individually and made them eat all their books. And then when they tried to protest, she said, don't talk with your mouth full of books, book mouth. And all the kids laughed at them. This is literally what's happening, dude. This is why we have an uprising against Marie Kondo, dude. And lastly, Twitter user @EJNoodles says, the Marie Kondo hate does not spark joy and therefore I'm throwing it away. Now this person is truly living the Konmari method, dude. Let me tell you.